rubbish.
Hello, welcome to the vlog.
Oh, yeah, bye.
It's good to be back. I mean that. So, the last video that I gave to you was the 9th of March. And that was the Knehab video. So, update where we are now. The knee is much better. We haven't done any training on the bike, apart from the odd little commute into work. But time's ticking on, and it's time to get training again. So, Fitness Friday, 2 minutes on the clock.
What are you doing?
So, what we're going to talk about today is coming back from injury, and also crit training. So, my first race is on the 1st of April. Today is the 16th. Hopefully this video gets uploaded on time, otherwise today will be the 17th. We'll see what happens. So, coming back from injury, I think the main thing to remember, when I injured my knee, when I did the sledging, I knew that I couldn't do cycling. However, I knew that I also had races coming up, and I also knew that I wasn't prepared for the impending season. I've talked about that before, but really you've got to work on your zone 2 all through the winter, and I didn't. Sorry, the noise in the background is the little boy. Shh. So yeah, I knew that time was ticking on. I knew that I hadn't trained enough, and I was sort of under pressure to really get back on the bike. But what I wanted to say was, you've got to give yourself time to recover. At the end of the day, as I've said in previous videos, I'm not racing for my livelihood. I'm racing because I enjoy it, because it's good fun, and because it keeps me fit. So, there's no sensible reason to push yourself when you should be recovering. Now, there is a fine line. You've just got to find your own balance. Now, I know my own body, and I know when to push myself and I know when not to. The brain does get involved when you're coming back from injury, and you've got to think, right, am I pushing through the pain in a good way, or am I holding myself back in a bad way? And you've got to balance those two up. So you don't want to ease off too much, because you're worried that you're going to injure yourself or re-injure yourself, or hamper your recovery. But on the other hand, you also don't want to push yourself too hard, because you don't want to injure yourself or delay the recovery. You've got to find that balance yourself. There's nothing that I can say to you. I'm pretty sure there's nothing else that anybody can say to you. You've got to discover for yourself what your own body is capable of, and find those limits. But the most important thing is to find the limit and to not go past that. So I know I could have done a little bit of training in the last week or so, but I thought, you know what? It's time just to take the time just to let that knee recover. It has now recovered, so it's time to get on with training. So, without further ado, let's talk about the training we're going to be doing. So, crit season, it's here. I know from the training that I've missed that I'm lacking that top end speed, the aerobic capacity. So what I've got to work on, I've got 2 weeks to work on. So I'm doing a reverse taper. So my event is the 1st of April. 2 days prior to that, I'm going to take it easy, and then I'm going to work backwards. So everything I've got planned is to do with sprinting. It's all about recovering at pace. So, an hour session. Let's take 15 minutes to warm up. Let's get bang straight into threshold, or just sub threshold, sweet spot. And then every minute we're going to do like a 10-second sprint, full out, and then come back. And we're going to maybe do that 10 times. And then we'll bring it down. At the very least, we'll be doing zone 3. So tempo riding, okay? And that's just really working that aerobic system as hard as we possibly can, but also getting those muscle fibers ready for those sprints, because at the end of the day, that's what the crits are all about. Hard out the gate, up to the first corner, slamming on the brakes, round the corner, straight back on the power, and keeping on that power as much as possible. We've done a couple of tests using the commutes to work. Here's a little link, actually, to a Strava file. We did pretty well, I have to admit. The legs and the body, the aerobic system was struggling after 3.5 miles, so there is a lot of work to do. It's a tall ask to get ready to where we want to be, but we're going to go for it. Yes, there's only 2 weeks left. We've got to push ourselves as hard as possible, but at the end of the day, we've got to be realistic. We've got to listen to the body. So 3 sessions a week, as hard as we can, as much zone 2 riding and sweet spot out with those sessions. But we've also got to listen to the body and say, if we're feeling tired and if we're not hitting those numbers, which is likely, then we've got to ease it off and we've got to take an easy day. So that's what the next 2 weeks are going to look like. Hopefully it all goes well. I've got a positive outlook. But that's going to be it. Short and sweet for today. But listen, if you've liked today's video, drop me a thumbs up. Press that like button, tickle it, smash it. You know the drill, 2018 style. Subscribe to the channel if you don't already do so. There are a lot of you viewers out there, and I very much appreciate you viewing the videos, but there's a lot of you that don't subscribe. Please think about subscribing, especially if you're liking the videos. Make sure you hit the little bell notification, so whenever there's a new video uploaded, you'll get a little email to say so. And as ever, share the videos far and wide. Let's spread the love in the channel. Let's get more people in the community. And as always, I'll see you again soon for some new videos.
I'd rather be fun than
Right
what
on.
they say won't be safe and sound. There's time for that, but not now. And while we are young, let's be stupid. Just you, me, and the night. The one thing we should know is that we got plenty of time. That we got plenty of time. Yeah, we got plenty of time. We got plenty of time. Yeah. We got plenty of time. Plenty of time. We are young and we got plenty of time. And I've got no